Hey there folks, gonna do a quick video on how to install the DBD wipers. These are a custom wiper that I designed for side-by-sides, YXZs in particular. As you can see, I already have wipers installed on my machine right now. Went ahead and already took the wiper blade off of that one. These are the version 1 wipers. I never actually sent any of these out to the customers. So if you have one of my wipers, you have the version 2. I'm going to actually remove my version 1s and install version 2s on here, so don't be alarmed. These are going to be a slightly different design, so I'm going to go ahead and yank those off, and we'll start with the video with installing version 2s, which should be the model that you guys have. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and removed the version 1 wipers from my YXZ, and also cleaned up the windshield. Sorry, my buggy's a little dirty right now. It's the middle of winter and car washes aren't really open and my lines are froze. So, yeah, wipers are removed. Basically, the tools that you'll need, very simple: 10mm wrench, the hand crank portion of the wiper, a 1/2" drill bit, the wiper arm, and the wiper blade, and also a drill to power the drill bit, obviously. Very simple household tools that you probably have in your garage. So once you receive your wiper, it should come packaged like this, with the arm separate from the wiper, and this crank will be inserted inside of the wiper arm. So first thing you need to do is attach the arm to the wiper blade. Very simple. These are universal wiper blades. This is going to be hard to do one-handed, but essentially, if you bring this little clip up, sorry guys, I'm just one person right here. I don't have anyone to hold the camera for me, but if you bring this little clip up so it looks like that. We have the clip like that. We're going to insert the hook side down into there. It helps if you bring the plastic part up a little bit more, as like a T formation. Once again, sorry for the shaky camera here, guys. This is a lot easier if you actually have two hands, but I'm essentially sticking the J underneath this. I'm going to pause the camera real quick and do it, and then I'll show you what happened. Okay, so I had to use two hands real quick. The J part is facing down, obviously the open part, and then it goes down like that. It's inside of the clip. We're going to go ahead and hold down on the wiper and push on the clip just like this. You can see the space getting smaller, and it should click into place. You should hear an audible click. I'm not sure if we're going to, there it is, there's the click. So it's in place now. The wiper is attached. So that's your first step whenever you receive these in the mail. The next step, of course, I said that the crank is going to be inserted into the arm whenever I ship it to you. I've already removed it just because it's simpler. That is one thing that you do need to do. You need to remove this before you can install it in the window. Obviously, you don't want to stick it in from the black side and twist it or anything. So you do need to remove this side. Very simple, 11mm wrench takes that straight off. This is a nylock nut, so that should stop the vibrations. It's proven very well for me, this setup. It's all stainless steel, nothing rusts. Held up very tight. It's just that this is the second design. It's a little easier for me to ship out, and very simple, very simple for you guys to install at home. So just a quick video to explain how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the nylock nut and get us down to this portion right there. That's where we're going to put the windshield. The windshield will go between those washers right there. So I'm going to cut off the camera. We're going to remove everything up to the larger washer here. You can see it is slightly larger. We're going to remove everything up to and including that large washer. Okay, this is what it should look like with all of the parts removed up to the large washer. As you can see, we have the two smaller washers still on the hand crank. So next thing, you want to take your 1/2" drill. There is no specific designated spot of where you should put this. Everyone wants theirs slightly different. The way I have mine, it's hard to tell the exact, but I'm about 1 inch down from this and about 2 inches over from it. So probably about, you know, it's nothing, there's no exact measurements on this. I don't have anything to tell you other than kind of eyeball it pretty close. Your wipers, if you have 2 of them, the 2 sides of the wipers, they will not touch. So don't worry about how far this is over. I mean, obviously don't go too far on this side if you have 2. Otherwise your sweep will come over and it probably will touch. But as long as you're on this side of the wiper, you won't touch the other wiper, nor will you touch this guy. You'll be fine. Just get her somewhere around there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I mean, obviously the hole's already drilled. You can see the drill bit goes straight through there. It's exactly a half inch drill bit. Make 2 of those if you have 2. Make 1 if you have 1. If you're only going to get 1, stick it right in the middle. Maybe that might work. I don't know. Do whatever you want to as far as drilling the holes. That's all up to you guys. The next step is here. Obviously, we're on the driver's side again. Next step is to insert the crank from the inside. We're going to go through the hole. Once again, we have the 2 smaller washers on the inside. Let me pull this back out. The 2 smaller washers. That goes on the inside and comes up through to the outside. That's what your outside should look like. And then we're going to add the extra hardware on the outside of this and then the wiper. Okay, so I've gone ahead and installed some of the hardware on the outside of the window here. Basically, it's the large washer with the small inner diameter, 2 regular nuts. Then after this, we're going to go ahead and install the lock washer. The actual wiper arm will go then there. 1 more lock washer, and then the nylock locking nut will go on the top to finish the install. That's as simple as it is. Okay, so I've gone ahead and installed the locking washer, the wiper arm, another locking washer, and then the nylock nut on the top to finish it all off. And I did forget to include in the original, in the beginning of this video, that you will need a ratchet, a 11mm ratchet to top this off. A wrench just won't fit in this hole. So I apologize for that. You will need a 11mm ratchet as well. The way I prefer mine to be, once again, this is up to you. With the wiper up in its resting position, I prefer my arm on the inside to be in the straight up and down. Right there. So whenever my hand crank is up and down, my arm is out to the side. That way whenever I turn it, it's not tight right now, but whenever I turn it, it only goes to here, the arm, and then the wiper's the whole way down. It's just a lot quicker and easier to grab with your left hand while you're driving. So anyways, with 2 hands, assuming you have 2 hands, like I don't because I'm working a camera, go ahead and crank this down just a little bit. You don't need to go crazy on it. Crank this down on this side and hold onto your hand crank from the inside of the machine. And that's it. It's complete. So let me do that step and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cranked down the nylock nut on the outside. That's about how it should look. Your center rod might be up or down a slight bit depending on, you know, I make these by hand, so not everything is exact. But if I'll tell you what, if the center of your nut isn't any farther up than this, then just spin these center nuts down a little bit more, just to give this guy a little more room. They should be fine though. I check them all before I send them out, so everything should be within, you know, slight tolerance of everything. Once again, you know, I do make these by hand. I'm just a single guy here, just me, just a guy in a shop. So, but anyways, these are tightened down now. You can go ahead and grab this, and your arm moves just that easy. So, windshield wiper installation for a YXZ Yamaha. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and it's complete. Now, those of you who have just bought one, you'd be done at this point. If you bought 2, go ahead and start on the other side and basically do the same process over there. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your purchase. This really does help me out a lot, you know. Just a guy with an idea. I'm not not any big business or anything here, so you really are helping out a lot more than you know. So, all right, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks again, and have a good one.